Good morning, pregame crew. It is Thursday, October 21st. Audio visual check, please. I'm holding my breath that everything works this morning. I had my VPN on yesterday, and we believe that was what was causing the problem. Hey, Topher. Hey, Eric, Roger, Alnick. And I don't want to forget that we're giving away an annual subscription to Trader Pro alerts. These are crypto alerts that you get via Telegram. You can set them up on your desktop, whatever. And we're giving away a year subscription and 3 monthly subscriptions tomorrow. Must be present to win. No silly questions. It'll be a TA question. Hey, Patrick, thanks. Hey, Forsetti. Hey, Chuck, thank you. There's Cryptoby. Good morning. Perfect. Hey, Jared, how are you? We will get started in just a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and jump in with the questions. CCJ for Roger, absolutely. Good morning, Eric. How are you? This chart's just beautiful. If you had to print a chart for Mom's fridge, this would be it. Oh, my magnet's on. It's not going to be cute. There we go. Good enough. This is just the beautiful cup and handle action. These bulls are hungry, hungry hippos. Even on dips, we get these lower wicks. I would feel more comfortable back at 25.36. You see the 8 EMA here for a back test of that. Let's look at it on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour is $26 is where the 21 EMA is. It's a huge bullish chart in a crazy hype space. So I don't want to get too bearish on it. It's extended. And I can't stand when people just say extended. That's not TA. But if it had more sideways days, well, look at that. Look at that squeeze. If it had one more sideways day and then Monday break back out, that would be my ideal scenario. You see we're holding this 50 RSI. We're testing it now. Again, we do have a squeeze, and a squeeze just means incoming volatility is expected. Doesn't indicate the direction, just that volatility is incoming. Good morning, Armin and John and Crypto. So I hope that helps, Roger. Beautiful chart. Nothing wrong with it. I think bulls should welcome some healthy consolidation so they can get that next leg up. I don't know if this wick happened on volume, so I'm going to ignore it. So here are your key levels. Roger. Good morning, Jorge. All right, let's get back to ES. Y'all, look at the hourly 50 MA. It just does my heart good. What did we talk about yesterday? Our story of the day. Hourly 50 MA was the story of the day, and we're back to it. So I view it, everything in my life comes back to sports, and if you don't relate to my analogies, I apologize. I do try to change them up a bit, but this is just a runner or basketball. They've been playing for 3 quarters straight, and they just come back to the bench to just take a break. Doesn't mean the run is over. Doesn't mean the game is over. They're just taking a break. And I view that hourly 50 MA as the ultimate bench for big bull moves. When it comes back and sits on it, typically it's a good time to add. Let's go back and look at the hourly ES. You see this huge run up, and then where do we come back and take a rest? With a little hourly cute double bottom. Where do we come back and take a rest? 2 little lower wicks right there, the hourly 50 MA. So it's nice to pay attention to where price reacts often. And I really preach the 50 MA in here. So if it comes back and rest on it again, let's say we get another up move, then it's more likely to consolidate, because the more times you test the level, then it increases the chances that you're going to fall through. And look at where we are away from the 4-hour 50 MA. You see that big air pocket between price and the 50 MA. So that has me a little concerned. However, 4-hour bull flag. Good morning, George and David. Tesla spread. Yeah, I would only be selling, well, it's too late to sell premium on Tesla because the big premium, juicy premium was yesterday, but that's a risky move trading earnings with Tesla, but selling premium overall with wide spread like an iron condor or iron butterfly, that would have been ideal. 2 more minutes. This is the pregame show. If this is your first day, welcome. Welcome to the new kids. And if you've been here a while, thank you for joining me again. Sorry about the technical issues yesterday, and we're forging through today. So we have our Fab 4 futures. I'll go over crypto, commodities, and movers and shakers of the day. We have earnings this morning, a few names reporting, some interesting setups. I wouldn't say anything's blowing my doors off today, but we've got some things to work with. No, I don't use the triple EMA indicator. I use the one by Fabiano. Oh, I'll have to find it for you. So here's my setup. Yellow is the 50 EMA, green and red is the 8 and 21 EMA. Yellow candles are the JC inside bars, and that just indicates that price is nesting within the prior time frames price range. So here on the 4 hour, if we look back October 17th, this was the range, and then we developed an inside bar staying within that range. Then once you break from inside bars to the downside, you can get a good trade, and typically same thing to the upside. So you'll hear me mention inside bars a lot. It's a key concept that we teach in TCG. And by the way, I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. So we have a community of about 1,000 of my closest friends, and we post setups, news. We have marijuana channel, crypto alt channel, uranium, commodities. By the way, with commodities, I had a fascinating interview. It was fascinating for me, the subject matter and who I was interviewing. Bob Coleman owns the largest depository on the West Coast for gold and silver, and I interviewed him yesterday, and just the fundamental side is interesting. It doesn't mean I trade fundamentals, but it was just fascinating. I think we'll be releasing that interview this weekend, so look out for that. Okay, there's my chart setup. CM Ultimate RSI multi-time frame, and then the Squeeze Pro indicator. I'm primarily an options and futures trader. I need to know when volatility is incoming. So potential 4-hour bull flag is the story of the day. Hey, Tammy. Tammy's a celebrity in our room. If you didn't know that, we have a lot of celebrities, but Tammy is probably one of the biggest celebrities. So hourly 50 MA is in play today. We have an inside bar 45.10 is support, then 45.06 resistance. Let me give you another one right here. 45.19, 45.27, and we're holding this hourly 50 RSI. You see this right here? So we're at the hourly 50 MA, we're at the hourly 50 RSI. That's a lot of 50s. So let's see what's going to happen today. I'm not in the predicting business because I can't do that. I'm not that good. But please remember, if we pull back all the way to 44.36, so 44.30, that's the confluence of the 50 MA and the 21 EMA on the daily, it would still be healthy. So just remember that. Are we going to get a 4-hour bull flag, and will it confirm, or a daily bull flag, and will it confirm? And what I'm ultimately watching is this cute little setup. Do you see this rounded bottom on the weekly? Ideal scenario for me would be a cup and handle on the weekly. Y'all know that's my favorite pattern. A cup and handle is the most reliable from my experience. I see lots of people calling for a potential second monthly outside bar, meaning that this month we would break to a new all-time high. So we dip below last month's low and then break above last month's high. And do y'all know what it takes to get an outside bar? Let me make this. The type of volatility that it takes to get an outside bar is huge, meaning you got to go take out that low, take out that high. That means we have extreme volatility in the market, in case you didn't know, which is why some of your swings probably got chopped up this month. It can be a very difficult environment, and you have to adjust to changing market conditions. So just want to point that out. Weekly cup and handle is on the table. With this weekly shape is definitely on the table, and that would be most ideal scenario for me as an overall market bull. I'm not bullish every day. I trade both ways, but long term, of course, I want the market to go up. So Nasdaq, let's look at it on the hourly. We've lost the hourly 50 MA. Do you see that? We've lost it. So let's see what the bulls can do right here at this support 15301. We know we can get bear breaks and still have bull flags on higher time frames. Let's see if it's not an inverse head and shoulders. We've given up too much on this right side, so that's off the table. We have jobs numbers this morning. I don't know. I thought I knew. I thought I read that somewhere. Anyway, potential daily bull flag on Nasdaq. Beautiful chart. Is this hourly bear break with no follow through? Is this the sign that it is a bull flag and it will resolve higher? Time will tell. Resistance 15361, 367. Support 301 and 5280. Now my favorite chart. RTY. Check out that hourly 50 MA. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. And we noted yesterday morning that this was going sideways, and the other SPY and Nasdaq, the EMAs had the SOTIMA slope of the EMA was pointing up, and RTY was somewhat flat, but man, did they take care of that at market open. I will say it until the cows come home. This weekly chart's my favorite chart out there. There's no other chart that beats this chart. Well, maybe Merck. I don't know. Merck is pretty close. And I hope y'all grabbed Merck yesterday and that worked for you. This squeeze is of the highest volatility. So this squeeze means there is some serious pressure building. And when we have a squeeze, so that means we're just coiling and going sideways, it typically follows the preceding trend. So the odds favor that we would go up from here because you typically take a position for the preceding trend after. So this chop sideways action and position yourself long. I would love a pullback to the daily 50 MA to let me add to my position on IWM, but this is a beautiful chart. It's really helping marijuana. It's helping the EV names, the gaming names, the small caps. This is a beautiful chart. Hourly lower high, however, is expected on a bounce. 2289 is your resistance, then 2294, 2274 support, 2264. This is a beaut. And y'all know what I'm going to say next. We crossed above that hourly 50 RSI. And just a reminder, I said it at the very beginning, I'm going to say it now. We will be giving away an annual subscription to Trader Pro Alerts. Tomorrow morning on the show, you must be present to win. I will ask you a TA question. I will not ask you any silly questions about my ex-husbands or anything. I will ask you about TA. We will be giving away an annual subscription to Trader Pro Alerts, which is crypto alerts. And if someone's in the room can post a Trader Pro Alert website so they can know what it is, I would appreciate it if there's a mod in there. And then we will be giving away 3 backup, I guess second, third, fourth place, I guess, monthly subscriptions to Trader Pro Alerts. You're not going to want to miss that. Okay, YM, where did we stop? Hourly 50 MA. Am I a broken record yet? I hope it's just getting drilled into your head. 35473 support, resistance 35541. Support 355 and 285. Now I should mention, I'll talk about gold, but the interview I did yesterday with the gold guy, let's just call him the gold guy, he really sees a bullish case for silver. So pretty interesting. We'll have to keep our eye on that one, see if we can position ourselves. So your support 1775, resistance 1788 and 1790. So we got that weekly higher low. I talked about it ad nauseum, but what I see going on now is a potential Adam and Eve pattern. So we got this little V shape, and now we have this rounded bottom. That's the Adam, the boy part, and Eve, the girl part. So this could be a bullish reversal pattern. We got to get over these dang EMAs in order to get this move going. So I've scalped this twice. I have told y'all about my entries. I actually took an entry live with y'all. So I'm still looking to position myself long in gold. I'm just looking for the right opportunity, and I will be posting my observations and entries over in the commodities room. Oh, no problem. Oh, thank you, CK Breeze. That's the jobs numbers. Wonderful, Shane. That's good news. Shane is saying, thanks so much for bringing AKA and health. Got in low on both and already made a tidy return on my capital. Well, you're welcome. All right, let's go back to crypto before I get too sidetracked with the commodities. I leave these levels on my chart even though we broke that support. They could be coming back into play. We know price has memory. Your resistance on crypto 650 and then 999, so 67,000. Support 64160, 64111 and 63525. And now I'm going to mark, now that this candle's closed, this low of reaction 63,800. That becomes a very important number. So I read somewhere someone dumped 500 Bitcoin. I have no idea what this volume, well, I guess I do know. I could look up what that volume is, but the low of this move down is going to be very important to hold for potential resumption of trend. Ethereum So y'all get sick of me talking about self-fulfilling prophecy and magnet. This was a magnet. So we did not get that all-time high, 43.84. We came within $10 and down. The bears piled on. So we know that gaps can act as magnets and all-time high targets can act as magnets. And I find it highly improbable that we would come this far only to come this far. If I had to predict, gun to head, I would say we're going to take out that all-time high. So the path to get there, I have no idea. But I'm assuming this Bitcoin sell and this Ethereum, it was all because this 43.84 came into play and they took it out. The bears just piled in. Talking is difficult at 6:39 in the morning. I have 2 cups of coffee, so I should be all right. Okay, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to go over a book. Trade Like a Casino, Find Your Edge, Manage Risk, and Win Like the House. This is a pretty cool book. I've read it. And this weekend, y'all know I went to see my son in college. Well, he lives in a casino town in Reno. He goes to college there. And we were at the casino and I was observing the blackjack table, like watching people play. And I saw a woman and she asked the dealer, hey, I have a 14. Should I hit? Or should I ask for a card at 14? And the dealer said, sure, but whatever you do it every time. And I thought that was profound, and it brought me back to this book. How is trading like a casino? Most have methodology they believe will prove profitable over the long run and are willing to endure short-term setbacks. You must develop an approach that combines trade selection with sound risk management. So risk management, the best risk managers in the world are casino managers. That's what they have to do. They have to manage risk. Consistency is key. Create a sound system. Do not deviate from your system, period. The blackjack example, like if you got a 14 and if you ask for extra card, then do it every time. If you don't ask for extra card, then do that every time. Whatever it is, be consistent. If casinos deviated from their system, casinos would be broke by noon. They cannot deviate from their system. If they have a dealer that deviates from their system, they're fired. So you need to fire yourself from trading if you deviate from your system. So you hear us talk a lot about probabilities, highly probable, the most likely scenario. We're stating things in there's a higher likelihood of this happening over that. And that is the system. And so you have to create a system. And then when you have your system, don't hesitate. When the edge presents itself, hit it. Hit your edge each time it presents itself. Of course, I have to make this note. Emotional and psychological, of course, I can't spell this time of morning. Psychological factors aside, meaning if you're not in your ideal trading setup, if you're not in your ideal headspace, if something's going on personally and you see your edge, of course, don't hit it because you need to remove yourself from the market in situations like that. So I just want to bring you just a little bit of education this morning on consistency. Just think casino. I have a 16. I'm going to hit this time. I'm not going to hit that time. No, casinos would be broke. What is your system? And be consistent. And don't hesitate. All right, Ethereum. We went over Ethereum. We broke the low. The low of this reaction is 4107 of the selling situation. 4107.60, that becomes the low that must hold in order for Ethereum bulls to take back over and go tackle that all-time high again. And remember what's up here. I like to draw my little purses, my little shelf. So this is a block of Ethereum for sale. Here, these are shorts. And each time we go dip into that supply, we take a little bit out. We dip in that supply, we take a little bit out. So we will erode that overhead supply the more times that we tap it. We will erode it and then it'll be gone. So that's why you hit something once, twice, usually it'll hold, but that third and fourth time it's like tapping on glass because you're eroding that overhead supply. Gold, I went over. Oil. Let's see, oil, what you got? Oil's holding this 8 EMA. I shorted it successfully on Tuesday, and I got taken out of my last contract break even. The first two, I got some profits. We're getting a big range here. We have Nat Gas inventory today, something to remember. So you have support. Nope, that's not where you have support. Come on, magnet. You have support at 82.61, resistance 83.96, and then below 82.61 is 80.78. This is a big range. We may EQ out because of the size of this pullback. Let's look. The size of pullbacks gives us so much information. So we held that 0.382 as far as candle closes above. So I guess it could be a 4-hour bull flag. Yeah. So congratulations, oil bulls. I will not try to short up here. This is a raging bull. I can't buy up here, but nor can I short it with so much bullish pressure. If an actual setup presents itself again like this did, right here, top fishing that lower high, if it were to present itself again, then maybe I would consider shorting it. But right now, bulls have it. Nat Gas. So Nat Gas, we got a 4-hour higher high, higher low. We're looking for a higher low compared to 4912, but whether this holds or this breaks 522 will be determined most likely from inventory. Inventory is a binary event. We don't know what's going to happen. So protect, protect, protect. BBBY, double D's. So if you're new here, we call double daily inside bars, double dailies, double D's. We have a very tight range on a very volatile stock. This is a Reddit name, this Bed Bath Beyond. Got lots of shorts piled in, so that's why it gets a lot of attention from the Reddit crowd. Let me get to 15-minute. So I give you setups every day. I give you setups, but I don't give you, well, I guess I do give you triggers, but you're not triggered in until the setup presents itself. So we have double daily inside bars. 1426 was the low of regular trading hours yesterday. So if we were to pull down here to 426 area and say we get a high of low bar break, so we get candle, 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 and then the next candle breaks the high of that low bar, then put your stop below that low, and then you have a nice risk reward setup. Say risk reward 20 times in a row. Risk reward setup for grabbing the low of that double daily inside bar. So I like this setup, and I like how we could get triggered in, or it could be just an equilibrium of sorts, say on the 2 or 5 minute, and you could position yourself for a higher low within the EQ. Crocs. Okay, so Crocs has, I don't get it, y'all. I just don't get it. My mom loves these shoes. I don't get it, but that's okay. I don't have to get it. So Crocs has the potential and is known to be very volatile. So I would love a pullback. Come on, pull back, and then ugly shoes or not, I'll get in long and put my stop below that low of the high, the low of the low bar. But I want to get in on the high break, high of low bar. Man, struggle bus this morning. F-Cell. Double D's, double daily inside bars, EV names and EV related names getting some attention. So we'll see how this resolves. Tesla beat last night, but gave some soft guidance. Again, we talked about that earnings trick yesterday. It's fun to get long on an earnings beat, but the earnings itself is the past. We got to focus on the future, and how they guide is everything. And Tesla had some bad news this morning from the Dutch as well. So double daily inside bars, here are your levels. What's your system? What's your edge? When it presents itself over here in the Taylor Swift blank space, hit it. When your edge presents itself, hit it if this is your wheelhouse. If it's not, ignore. They had some positive news this morning with the relationship with Zelle, Z-E-L-L-E. Daily inside bar. We're tucked right underneath that daily 50 MA. We are holding the key daily EMAs. I would actually like it to break bear out of this and then resume higher for a daily bull flag. Just give me one more candle, dip down, and then bulls by the dip. We'll see. Home Depot, downgrade. Downgrade, it's a blue sky bull. Y'all know I don't give you setups like this. Typically, this is not my typical setup. But man, look at this run. So they got a downgrade. I guess someone's mad that they didn't get in on this run. They need to bring price down. So we have a clear level to top fish, 359.57, and I would even go up as high as 359.75 or 77. Yeah, 359.77 to top fish this on a bounce. and see if you can get a quick counter trend short, because this could be just a daily bull flag setting up. Come on, mouse. Do I have another update? My mouse does this. Yep. One of the viewers told me this yellow thing down here means I have an update. So, all right, Mara. Crypto volatility, day trading opportunity. We were already breaking these lows with that Bitcoin break. Get rid of this. Get rid of everything. Okay, so here are your new levels. Mara presents, or MARA, whatever you want to call it, presents great day trading opportunity, lots of volatility, and as day traders, we need outsized moves. What do I mean when I say outsized move? Let me show you. Let's look at this on the daily. Mara, $3.37 is the average true range. You see this down here on the right, the red where my mouse is? $3.37 on a $53 name. What is that? That's about 7%. About 7% move every day. That is huge. So that's why it ends up on all these day trading furu twits. This is why, because these outsized moves. That's why you hear a lot about UPST. Look at these moves. $21.84, $22 move per day is the average range. That is a huge range and lots of day trading opportunity. So Mara, I would actually be looking more to the downside on MARA, but if Ethereum breaks out long, then I would be switching my view to bullish. I'm looking at something out the side of my eye that I have to show y'all. FTT. So FTX was valued at, was it $25 billion this morning? They got some positive news, and while everything was pulling back, FTT was bouncing because on that news. Y'all look at these inside bars. This is getting real tight on the 15 minutes. So if you're on FTX, this could be a good trade setup for you. We love tightening ranges. QS and Denzi will be live in 10 minutes in the TCG room, and all of your requests she can answer over there. We go live 3 times a day. I will be live at noon Eastern today, and then Denzi will be live again for the close. Daily inside bar on QS. Here are your levels. This ATR has really gone down. It used to be more volatile than that. I'm going to delete this for now. So daily inside bar. Look at this hourly squeeze. So odds favor up only if the market is cooperating. But look how we're holding the 50 RSI. We have an hourly squeeze and we have this coil. So a bottom fish at 24.82 makes sense. Positioning yourself long within this daily inside bar only if the market's cooperating. SI has been a huge bull. Huge. Look at this move. And this was an awesome top fish. I missed that. But huge move related to crypto. It's holding the hourly 50 MA. I like this to the long side if we can hold 146.08. Snap. Oh, snap. Double D's. Look at this thing. This thing is ready to explode. Look at the squeeze. I know it's black, the absence of color down here, but that is a squeeze. We're sitting at the 50 RSI, earnings after hours. I'm looking for some volatility today. It may break these inside bars today. Don't know. I have no idea. I can't predict. I will just trade the price action. But this is the most explosive setup I have on my radar. So my hands are tied because of earnings after hours. I can day trade it today. I can day trade it tomorrow, but I can't hold through earnings unless it's a premium selling thing. But I don't like selling premium on an explosive setup. So this is an amazing chart. This could be powerful to the upside or to the downside. So if y'all can think of an option strategy you like, share it. Tesla potential daily bull flag. They beat earnings. This could be a buying opportunity and a daily bull flag. Here are your levels. So basically I just came over here to give you the levels because I don't see a clear setup yet, but I will have it. It's up here. I will be watching it today for a setup for equilibrium, for a stair step. I would love a stair step trade. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to our YouTube video list and you'll see a video from Dan the Man on the stair step strategy. Okay, James, you want me to look at SPY? And hit the like button, please. Hit the subscribe button if you found this helpful at all. Okay, I ignore wicks because those are usually just liquidity probes. So here are your levels. So SPY is basically, those are the levels, James, but when I go over ES, that's my more detailed analysis of what I'm looking at on ES because it has futures trading, more hours are traded, more data. SoFi. You think a strangle, Grant? I was thinking about that this morning. I just typically, strangles don't work. I just don't like the probability. This is beautiful. Who asked about this? Who asked about SoFi? S. Maliki. Beautiful. That's a pretty chart. Look at that cup and handle. I'm adding this to my watch list. This is beautiful. 2103, 2119 support, 2076. Well, 2085 and then 2076. Potential 4-hour cup and handle. Gorgeous. GLXY. Verizon may get impacted by AT&T. They had earnings this morning. Nice EQ here. Lower low, lower high, higher low. So how this resolves, no idea. Key resistance 2424, support 2020. If this is related to Bitcoin, it should have some nice volatility today. What are strangles? That is where you play both sides of you play it for an extreme move to the upside or to the downside. So you're saying I'll lose on one leg, but I'm betting that the leg that I do win, I will have multiple hundreds of percent and it will make up for the loss on the other leg. So you buy puts and calls. Yeah, strangles in general, I've never really had great success. Not consistent. I don't do things unless I'm consistently successful. Okay, 1863. Well, it didn't double top, but that upper wick, once I see this, did you hear me pause? When I see that, I go look for a resistance. I'm like, wait, the bears piled in specifically at that level. What was it? So it's odd that I see that upper wick of profit taking and we actually cleared that resistance decisively. So kind of unusual. Here are your levels. Pretty chart. Extended 4-hour RSI overbought, daily RSI overbought. These bulls may need a little bit of a breather. All right, that's it for me. Denzi will be live in 4 minutes. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and use stop losses. Don't forget our big giveaway tomorrow for Trader Pro alerts.